Hello Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me Jedi Master 98 back again with another Star Wars figure review. In today's Star Wars figure review we're going to continue now, take a look at more characters from the Vintage Collection line. And in today's review we're going to take a look now at another character that appears in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. And the character we're going to take a look at today is this one. It is Lobot from Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Now this is Lobot that appears in Empire Strikes Back. Obviously this is Lando Calrissian's so-called second in command, or obviously person he can obviously relate information to and stuff like that, and obviously can be called upon. It's a nice figure of Lobot. It's the first time ever having a figure of Lobot in my collection, and I'm pleased to have added it to my Star Wars collection. We'll take a look at Lobot in a few moments, but first we're going to take a look at the packaging that comes with this figure. As you see, this is the Vintage Collection packaging for Lobot. At the top you've obviously got the Empire Strikes Back logo, an image of the character at the side, followed by the Kenner logo there, his name there, and obviously the plastic bubble that protects the figure. And you've got some stormtroopers in the background from that scene where obviously Lando portrays Han, Leia and Chewie. If I turn the packaging around, you've obviously got other figures that appear in numerous ways as well. The Star Wars logo there, and obviously you've got some legal stuff on the card as ever. So that is the Star Wars packaging for Lobot. Let's take a look at this character in more detail. So we're going to start off with the articulation. As you see, Lobot, he does come with a swivel head that obviously has a bowl joint in the middle. There's movement in the right and left shoulder, elbow and wrists. Torso is movable. Obviously you've got some movement in the legs, top parts of the legs, movements in the knees and obviously in the feet and then the ankle. He does come with a E11 blaster rifle sculpted in a black plastic that is sculpted nicely with all its detail. And obviously the main look of Lobot, he does come with this item on the back of his head, which obviously was used by certain Imperials, prisoners and stuff like that. If you can remember back to Star Wars Rebels, where Sibo, the Imperial prisoner that obviously Ezra and the Rebels crew helped and obviously got him away from the Empire, these obviously usually store information about all Imperial records regarding TIE fighters, bases and obviously relevant information. Whether Lobot has any information in his head bringing him back to Lando, because obviously if you remember the scene in The Empire Strikes Back, he uses his comlink to obviously activate his head and obviously his eyes open. So whether he's got information in there regarding to Lando. The outfit is nicely done. Obviously got the sculpted sleeves and the grey pants or trousers and everything, and grey boots. And obviously the grey sleeveless top, which is cool. He's obviously got a confusing look alongside him as well. I don't think he would use the E11. As I said, I'd like to see Lando Calrissian use this in the figure I recently reviewed of him, so I may switch the rifles around. But if I give you a zoom out, obviously just pick up Lando. Obviously they go alongside well together, Lando and Lobot. Obviously they're two guys who obviously work together to help the Princess Chewie and the rest of their gang escape from Bespin. But not much really to say about Lobot. An interesting character. If I can remember as well, we did also see Lobot in the first Force Unleashed game that was released back in the day. If I can remember, he was in that. It's been so long since I played the Force Unleashed. But that's obviously a terrific game and another discussion for another time. But this figure of Lobot is decent, nicely done, and at last I have a Lobot in my Star Wars collection. But apart from that, this figure is nice and I'm pleased to have picked him up. So that has been Lobot from Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I'll be back with many more Star Wars reviews very soon. As always, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to obviously subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you very, very soon. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, Have a nice day, and as always, may the Force be with you.